Creativity. Creativity, I suppose, means the ability to make something new, to look at a problem or a potential, and then think of a way of enhancing the possibility of doing something interesting or beautiful or original in some way. And it is a value in our own society which is given high valuation. A creative person, what could be wrong with that? It should be pointed out that in the majority of societies through history, creativity in a very minor way is fine, but conformity to the past and to the values of the society are much more important. So if you had accused a Confucian Mandarin of being a creative thinker or administrator, he would have probably thought that he was for the chop. But in our society and at certain times, in certain ways, in China and elsewhere, creativity is highly valued. And it's a subject which has really interested me for a very long time. I think even at school, I was wondering and thinking about how to improve my essays, how to improve my football playing, how to improve my fishing. Whatever I was doing, I was thinking there must be better ways of doing this. And so I applied my mind to creative solutions, usually with not much success. Later, when I came to do postdoctoral work and then through my career, it interested me because it seems to me that the mission of someone like myself who's an academic should be to be continuously creative. It sounds a tall order. How can you do that? And it is a tall order. But I've applied my mind to it, and I have a whole stack of books behind me on creativity theory. Not a stack because there aren't that many, but I've read a lot of books about it. And in particular, I've studied the lives of creative individuals whose work I admire. For example, great thinkers like Montesquieu or Adam Smith. And in looking at their lives and in reading these books, I've tried to see what is the essence, what is the secret of creativity. And I've come up with a number of findings which I've put into a book about how do we think and other small books. And just to mention one or two of them, one of the secrets is clearly to focus in on something and then to focus out. Go to a high level, go to a low level. Another is to concentrate very hard on a problem and then to relax, go for a walk and do a bit of gardening. Another is to try and shift between different approaches. So if you have a problem, you look at it first, in my case, as a historian, and you get a certain way, and then look at it as an anthropologist, you get in a certain way, a political scientist, a demographer, whatever it is. And by shifting your viewpoint on the problem, then that often leads to creativity. Again, I found that creativity is sparked by encountering new things, whether it's new books, whether it's new people, whether it's going to places you've never been to, in particular in my case, to civilizations like Japan or China. And each of these, for a while, creates that wonder and surprise which Adam Smith located as the source of creativity. The shock, the bewilderment, the wondering how it works. And so by doing those various devices, I've learnt that creativity is not only something that our society needs, but is a great joy. Of all the things which I think I enjoy in my life, certainly among the top 2 or 3, is creativity, is that moment when you're going along in the same old rut, and then suddenly you have a conversation with someone, you watch a film, you read a book, or above all, you start working on something. You start on a fresh page or in a fresh talk like this, and new ideas pop into your mind. There's an explosion in your mind, and that is the kind of excitement which obviously many great artists, musicians, mathematicians, scientists, and historians and others from time to time feel. And some of them, the really great ones, the people I admire like Handel and Mozart, or great writers, are constantly creative. They don't rest, they keep searching. And that is the other aspect of creativity. You have to have a goal or aim with your creativity. What are you trying to do? And in my case, my goal and aim, as explained elsewhere, has been to understand myself and to understand my world. What is the modern world? How did it come about? What are its benefits and what are its downsides? And in my own history, who am I? Why am I like this? How can I make myself, if anything, better? So creativity has an end point, and it has many means which we can all simulate. If you spend your whole time studying creativity theory, you probably are uncreative, as I know of 1 or 2 individuals. But it is a fascinating area, and particularly fascinating and important at the moment, because it's trying to be applied not to just to human brains and senses, but to machines. So machine creativity and the possibility that artificial intelligence will give us creative machines which discover new things, that is a whole new realm, as is neuroscience, which is telling us so much about how the brain actually works when it's creative. And so we're understanding more and more about creativity and appreciating its subtlety, power, and importance.